Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Manchester United Arsenal show. Manchester United podcast beats the Manchester United podcast beats the Gunner Talk from the Arsenal podcast, where we discuss both Manchester United and Arsenal. Frankie De Jong linked to Manchester United yet again. I can't believe when I woke up and seen this. De Jong linked to Manchester United yet again. It literally is the Dragon Ball Z saga. He is Frieza. No, man, anyone who's watched Dragon Ball Z, the amount of times they brought back Frieza, I feel like this is the Frankie De Jong Manchester United. It's literally, it's literally him. In regards to Arsenal, quiet on the Arsenal front in the transfer window. It does look like Eddie Nketiah is indeed staying as well. So we will be discussing that. But first and foremost, big up everyone supporting Sarcasm City TV as always. Please make sure you hit the like button on the video. So important you do that. If you're watching this live right now or watching this back after the live, people, make sure you hit the like button on the video. Make sure you share this across all of the socials as well. At That's Be Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV, at Sarcasm City TV, at That's Be Flawless. And just as important, make sure you subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. And hey, Arsenal might have not been able to make any movements in the transfer window. However, the gang is back together. You know what I'm saying? And that the full trio is here. Very much looking forward to the show. He's already laughing. You got man like TJ in the building, Tony's in the building. My guys, what we saying, man? What we saying?
Oh, what's up, Flawless? Big up my guy. Big up Tony. Tony, the stars have aligned and we are back together. The next 90 minutes are going to be the most entertaining anybody in the chat will have for at least the next time we go live. Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest here. But big up everybody. Big up Tony. Big up Flawless. Let's go. And always remember, people, blame Flawless.
Hashtag blame Flawless. Yeah.
Blame
if in
Flawless
doubt, blame Flawless. Yeah, anything goes wrong, your team doesn't sign somebody, blame Flawless. Your team gets rejected by a top player, blame Flawless. Your manager doesn't make the tactical adjustments that you don't want him to make, blame
wife
Flawless.
Is mad at you, blame Flawless. Yeah.
Blame Flawless. Your wife is mad at you, blame Flawless. Yeah. That's just what it is. Just blame Flawless. And is this actually true? Rizio said Zubimendi rejected Arsenal, Bayern, and Barcelona. Is this the age? Someone dropped that tweet, because if that's the case, I need to change the title of this. Is that what happened? If that is indeed the case, I am changing the title of this. Hey, we waiting to see.
That's not what happened, man.
Is that not what's happened? Was you there, Tony? Yeah, you know that what happened? Yeah.
No, that's not what happened. Come on, man. That's fake news.
I'm asking
that's fake news.
I just asked the question. I never said
what
we did.
No, but that's fake news. Zubimendi never rejected Arsenal.
According to
Fabrizio,
according to Fabrizio,
we'll get into that later on.
Yeah, we will. No. That's gonna be the start. We switching up this title in a second. I'm switching the thumbnail around. I'm switching because he said it in his last video. And one thing I know about my guy S. Madison is he's not a liar. So I know that if Fabrizio said this on his playback, he did. And just to clarify, because you said you never made a bid for him, a player. You don't have to make a bid for a player to turn you down. He can reject you in regards to personal terms. And you got rejected. It's okay, man. It happens. Don't worry about it, man. It happens. Don't worry about it.
See, Morganzi Sibande, I'm not going to take your shit today. You know what? Fabrizio has actually admitted that players give him a call in case they want to influence the move out there. What are you talking about? The whole world. See, football is run by money. Money influence. That's what it's run on. Come on, man. Why acting like this, my brother, man? I'm not taking that from you today. And see, flawless, and see, flawless. No, it's not funny anymore. You know, it's not funny anymore. These guys just want to come from anywhere and try to tarnish Arsenal. I know Arsenal's in the mud in some incendiary spaces, but it doesn't mean that,
we're not in the mud. We're definitely not in the mud.
You're not in the mud, man.
We never bid for Zubimendi. Yes, there was interest. Several teams have interest in players, but we never bid for the guy. So let's don't stand here and act as if Arsenal was hot on his case and he told Arsenal no. But again, throw that all away. See ya, guys, we're back. Me and TJ are back. Blame Flawless. He's back again. See ya, guys. The trio is back. We're happy. I'm happy to see TJ. I missed him in the last one. He's back. I'm back here. My guy Flawless is here. It doesn't get better than this. But again, Flawless is flawless. at a time when Arsenal is out here dismantling the Bundesliga invincibles. This man up here putting Eddie Nketiah, like Arsenal just brushed aside. Yeah, man. Yeah, the Bundesliga invincibles, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have Eddie Nketiah in the title. This is not good enough.
But that being
But
said,
anyway, smash
I'm
the
about-
like button.
Yes.
Smash the like button. Yeah. Support this channel. Yeah.
Let's go.
Smash the likes. Everything, yeah, is down here. And me and these guys will go at it anytime from now. Big ups,
Let's
everyone.
go. And you mentioned there about the title, because I didn't know what to put. No one cares about preseason, because I never put preseason games in the title. However, I am about to change it, Tony. Two Zubameni rejected Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what Fabrizio said. That's what the chat has said. So that's what we are indeed running with. So I am switching it up. But Tony, what would you like? If you know what? We'll start there. Arsenal, as you said, dismantling the invincibles of Bayer Leverkusen. The floor's yours, man. Thoughts on the friendly.
No, I'll allow TJ go first on this one because
Okay, that's
TJ
fine.
would like to
All right,
talk
TJ,
about
the
this.
TJ, you
TJ,
feel
you're
free.
welcome
TJ.
back to the show. We missed you, man.
No, I'm
Time
glad
on
to be
this
back.
first.
The three of us together. People were telling us, Flawless, we were here. It's just like, where's Tony? Where's Tony? Where's Tony? You know what I mean? Like if it's just me and Flawless, the people are not entertained enough. The stars do not align. You know what I mean? Tony adds that special thing. So I'm really, really glad to be back. Tony, I don't care about this friendly, dude. I don't care. I watched the highlights, like the extended highlights. Bayer Leverkusen looked like they couldn't be bothered. Like it looks like they were just out there trying to get a run out. Like I'm gonna be real honest. I'm gonna be real honest. Big up Cubed every time. No, I'm gonna be real honest. It looks like an exercise for them. Like they went to London on vacation or something, bro. Like it was a joke. And I wouldn't be surprised if they just went out there to give Granit Xhaka his freaking photo op with Odegaard and whoever else he wanted to go see out there. Honestly, like, yeah, was I impressed with our performance? Yes, but at the end of the day, what does it mean? Nothing. It means absolutely nothing. We still have the same problems that we had last season. We still have the same shopping list that we haven't necessarily addressed. We've addressed some things. I'm not 100% disappointed with the way our transfer window is going, but the fact that we still have Eddie Nketiah in this team says all you need to know about Eddie Nketiah and this team. We have, and look, I know we don't want to talk about Eddie Nketiah. We can talk about Zubamendi, but I'm going to talk about the fact that our leadership, for whatever reason, wants to hang on to this Thierry Henry, Eddie Murphy wannabe, and they think that he's valued at 50 million. Are you taking the absolute mick, bro? Like, it is insane. I want to know where Edu lives so I can send somebody to put him in a straitjacket. Like, as soon as Marseille came to us with a 27 mil deal, take it and run. That is daylight robbery for this guy. The amount of return that we have gotten for this player is nowhere near what a Premier League striker should be delivering to a club. He's not a Premier League striker. Send him to the French league. Maybe he can score goals down there, but he's not scoring goals here. I think, what was his goal to game ratio? I think he was like 10%. 10% of his games he contributes. 10% as a Premier League striker is absolutely inexcusable. He's awful. He's not good enough. So when you see $27 million on the table, or pounds, you take it and you run. You run far away before they change their minds, because I guarantee you those Marseille fans are going to be like, what are we doing? Is that where my season ticket money is going? To Eddie Nketiah, who's been eating off of 2 goals against Manchester United for 2 years? Eddie Nketiah, I'm gonna score a goal. I'm gonna score hat tricks against Sunderland and Sheffield and eat off of that for 2 years. Like, that's all he's done. Like, really think about it. Really deep it, guys. Because he scored, 6 goals last season? 3 of them were against Sheffield. Dead Sheffield, by the way. Absolutely dead. His other one was against, I think, Nottingham Forest. Like, and I can't even remember the other 2 because it was so inconsequential. So what are we doing here? 27 million. I mean, that is great. There are teams out there that wouldn't pay 15, and we're getting 27. Again, I keep saying it because I'm so frustrated. 27 and Flawless. I don't think it's off the table yet. I have seen some ITK Twitter rumors, aka Connor messaging me on WhatsApp saying don't lose hope, don't lose hope. Yeah, shout out Connor, absolutely.
Every time, man, big up Connor.
Yeah, and he's saying no, it's not dead. It's not dead yet. They're going to go back to the table. And Arsenal are going to revise their what they're willing to accept.
Okay,
but the fact that this kid. And look, I went and saw him. The reason I wasn't here last week, Tony, was because I was at Liverpool. I was in Philadelphia at the game, at the match.
Yeah.
And I was in LA watching him play against Manchester United's kids. And he didn't look like he belonged out there, man. He looks bad. Yeah. All he does is try to create space. The problem is that he's not big enough to create space. Whereas you have like Kai Havertz, he's a big dude. He can move around. He can create. This kid can't do anything. He had a nailed-on chance just inside the box against Liverpool to tie it up in LA, in Philly, right in front of me. What does he do? He kicks it into my row. No word of a lie. Literally over the bar, parallel to me. I was at the top of the first section. This guy stinks. He stinks. Get him out. Get him out. Oh.
Fez?
Anyway,
yeah,
that's my thoughts on Eddie Nketiah. And again, I'm going to be honest with you. Who cares about Zubamendi? Who cares?
Ooh.
I don't care.
Talk about it.
Look,
TJ.
If we're going to talk
TJ,
about
you'll go to Zubamendi, but I want us to finish this Eddie Nketiah.
Yeah, sure, go for it. Go for it.
Because there's something that happened a couple of days ago.
Sure.
Guys in the chat, we were being linked to this Alvarez signing. Now, I've seen something in the news, but again, TJ, yeah.
Well, he went to Atletico.
Scored the last time he scored was December. Make that make sense.
Right, and you remember getting 27 December. That's crazy. That is crazy.
And TJ, look at the
I'll never understand it.
Yeah. TJ, do you remember during mid-season, when I think that was in the January transfer window, when Crystal Palace came with £40 million and said they want to take Eddie Nketiah off our hands? Can you remember that period when Crystal Palace wanted to take him? Yeah. And right now, we're now jostling, haggling right now with Marseille for 27 million euros, not even pounds. See, that's how bad our negotiation team, really looks like. And for Eddie Nketiah, I will go for that. I will go for that, man. I will go for that. 17 million pounds is okay. But again, I was having the same discussion also within myself. But again, I did see just this past week, Atletico Madrid agree 81 million for Alvarez, who just came in for about 15 million.
Yeah, it was like 3 seasons ago, right?
And I'm looking at how they're doing business. I'm looking at how they're doing business. So, and I'm saying,
well, there's a difference. Alvarez is a good player.
TJ, this is my question. No, but in this, you see, TJ, that this guy isn't worth 81 million pounds. You know that. I know that. You know that. Top 60.
I don't know.
Top 60. You know that. Top 60. He played second fiddle to Haaland. Yeah, he chipped in some goals, but he's nowhere near the evaluation of 81 million pounds. So this got me thinking, if they brought him for about 15 million pounds and they are actually selling him right now in just 2 seasons for 81 million pounds, how come should we be allowing other teams to be able to kind of like fix the price or evaluate our own players financially for us and give us, this baby fit money?
Well,
when Man City is out here doing good business, bringing in players for 15 million pounds and they're getting 81 million pounds. So to some
Alvarez
extent,
is a winner.
I know we should be taking that 27 million, But of course, if there's a chance to milk 30, 35, it's not bad either. Second thoughts.
Tony, I'm going to interrupt just real quick. I mean, he's a winner. He's won pretty much everything. And how old is he? What is he, like 20, 21? He's won everything. Copa America. Is Argentina still in the Olympics?
No, they're out the Olympics. They went out. That's the only thing.
They're out of the Olympics.
Yeah, so that's and I remember hearing this, and I had to look it up. He's won everything but an Olympic gold medal that he can win. The guy, he is a proven winner. Eddie Nketiah is not. He's not. That's the difference. So yeah, like Edu is taking the absolute piss.
But we formally agreed that he's not worth 81 million.
Oh no, I
think he's not worth 81
striker
million.
market is inflated. Like you bring up a good point. The striker market's inflated because there are no good strikers. So Alvarez, again, I would think that he's around 70, 80 million. But if you think that's too much for a guy who played backup to Erling Haaland, and I think he played very well, by the way.
He did.
The price is way too much. 75 million euros plus 20 million in add-ons is ridiculous. But like you mentioned there, TJ, because of what he's won, that's what it is. But I also think what Atletico have played for Conor Gallagher is ridiculous. But
that is ridiculous. Now that is
they didn't even pay that. Would even expect. I think it was 40 million euros, which is like what, 32 million pounds. I think that's outrageous. Yeah, I think 32 million for Conor Gallagher is absolutely ridiculous for someone who just runs around.
Yeah, and did absolutely fuck all at Chelsea. You know, and I want to know, what does Chelsea have blackmail on all these clubs? I really do want to know. I knew they were scumbags, but are they that much of scumbags to where they just were just like, we'll give you 30 million. We'll give you 30 million for Gallagher. It's like, no, we're going to take more than that because we have these pictures of you doing somebody with something. You know what I mean? Like some freaking blackmail settings, bro. That club is a scumbag. We don't need to get into them though. Irrelevant club. Anyway, all I'm saying is, look, the market is inflated and there are no quality strikers. I think we talked about this. Like the difference in
on the contrary, there's TJ. On the contrary, there is numerous amount of strikers out there. You've forgotten Ivan Toney, who was down there. Quality. Ivan Toney is quality. Ivan Toney is quality. Victor Osimhen is down there. We talked about it with Flores last week. He's down there. He's up for grabs. Victor Gyökeres, who just scored about 42 goals all season for the Portuguese outfit, Sporting Lisbon, is out there. See, there are strikers out there. If you have the money, you would go in and get that. There's no absence of strikers right now. Alvarez was made available when he had a problem with. Of course, he doesn't want to stay on the bench. He doesn't want to be a big pack player. He wants to keep playing. And it was made available. TJ, there are strikers out there. I've just named 3, and there's still numerous.
3 out of how many teams that need strikers, though, Tony? Those are the main names. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things where you literally named the 3 strikers that are on the market. Like, and the 3 strikers that we've been linked with. Gyökeres, I would love to see Gyökeres come into the club. I would love to see an Osmisen type player come into the club, but are they really worth hundreds of millions of pounds? I don't think so. I really don't think so. And how much more are here we go. How much more are you going to get? You know what I mean? How much more are you going to get introducing a Gyökeres into the club? I said this on Never a Foul, and I got raked over the coals for it, but it's something that we have to consider. We scored I think we were second in goal scoring last season. The problem isn't scoring goals. The problem is scoring goals at the right time when we need goals.
That's true.
And we don't have, that's what we are spending money on now. Does Gyökeres do that for you after playing in the Portuguese league? I think didn't he play in the championship too? And then before going to Portugal? So he's not unfamiliar. He's not unfamiliar with the English game, but the English game didn't want him. And now he goes out to Sporting and puts some shine on his name. and people think we're going to go out and get him. Is he really a needle mover? You know what I mean? That's the question. Is he really going to fit into this team like Kai Havertz currently has been fitting into the 9 for this team? And I am not gassing up Kai Havertz. Please don't.
It's not Killer Kai, no, man. You know,
No,
with the
no,
Killer
but
Kai
of course,
thing.
never
that's
once
not, that's
said that.
enough. You're following the
But all I'm
facts,
saying is
and I
that
agree with
all I'm
you.
saying
You
is
might
that
change your mind. That's all.
we have a good. I'm more than happy to change my mind if he gives me the evidence that allows me.
Of course, yeah, of course.
But my final thought on this, Tony, is look, we have a good club, but we need somebody that is going to come in here and make a difference now. We don't have time. So if we're going to go out there and pay over the ends for somebody, it has to be a guarantee. I don't see that in Gyökeres, and I'm going to be honest, I don't see it in Osman either, because Osman has had his stinker seasons as well. So
that's a stretch. That's a stretch. TJ. That's a stretch. I do rate Osimhen. Flawless.
It's not that I rate him, but does he fit into Arsenal? That's the question.
That is a good question. What striker does fit Arsenal? I think the perfect striker is Ivan Toney for you, lot.
You took it out of my mouth.
That's the problem. It also depends on the manager. Also, it's not even about if it's the perfect fit for the Arsenal. It's about, do we have a manager who actually needs a striker?
Yes, you need a striker.
Deep inside, no. You didn't get that. You didn't get that. Flawless.
Go on, hit me again.
Do we have a manager who thinks he needs a striker? It's clearly different from saying Arsenal needs a striker.
That's fair.
I know.
Does he think we need a striker?
Ball game. Does he think we need a striker?
I don't think he does. I think you're right.
That's the problem. And again,
right.
that also calls to question Mikel Arteta's stance with strikers. Apart from Aubameyang, who was signed by a different manager anyway, which other strikers has he gotten over that 20-goal, barrier? I really think that he thinks he's Pep. He thinks he can play without a striker. I think any striker who comes into the football club might literally struggle. But again, throw that all away. We've seen Victor Gyökeres in Sporting Lisbon put that outrageous number. He already has experience in England already. He played for Coventry. He put up decent numbers down there in the Championship before getting that transfer to Sporting Lisbon. And again, he's proved himself, in Portugal. His hold-up play, simply amazing. This guy makes serious runs off the ball, unlike Eddie Nketiah. He does nothing. He's useless. His off-run balls are horrible. His first touch, this guy has the worst first touch that I've seen. Victor Gyökeres is not only just fast, he's a malleable kind of player. What I mean by malleable is that you can shape him to any form you want. He's very fast. His hold-up play, top-notch. He has a high, for a pass, even in very, very tense situations in and around the box. Very fast as he is, and again, he's a goal poacher. He knows how to poach the ball into the net, and he's an elite. For me, he's an elite striker for where he is right now. Do I think he would come to the Premiership and pull some stunts? Yes, I do think so. With his speed, with his hold-up play, his versatility, and he's very strong. Even if he's not 6 foot plus anyway, I always like my strikers to come, with that height advantage, because I always like my strikers to be very, very good aerially, and at the same time to be good on the ground duels too. But if you throw all that away, even if he's not 6 foot plus, but he can run, he can out-muscle players. He understands where the ball needs to go into the net. He's a goal poacher. I do like Victor Gyökeres. It brings in something different, mostly when you have someone like Martin Odegaard who could actually work side by side with him. He just needs that player to feed off. He's not maybe that kind of player that can just do it all alone in the 18-yard box. If he has an army behind him, he will get you those goals. He's a goal poacher. But again, Victor Osimhen is also that kind of striker in the mode that he's very tall, he's big, he's muscular. He's that kind of guy that could, muscle players, push players around, make them look like, like knuckleheads. This guy literally knows where the goalpost is. His hold-up play is fast for someone who is big enough. I like Oshimen, and I also heard that Arsenal is also talking to Napoli for him. I wonder if we'll be.
Wait, what?
We're gonna
What?
play.
Say
We're
that
gonna
again.
we're gonna pay
Yeah.
so
I
much
heard that.
money
I
that
saw
we
that. I
don't
saw
get
that
it.
in the papers.
Okay, you
I
saw
saw
it in the
that in the
papers. That's
papers.
rumors. Okay, because
Yeah,
I
I
know
saw that
Chelsea.
I
in the
don't
don't
think
get
papers
it.
anything happens
because
unless they move Nketiah out. I really don't think so.
it depends. Because it depends, mind you. Watch what is going on at Arsenal right now. Kivior didn't make that bench. Didn't make the program notes today. Eddie
Big up
Nketiah
Tom.
didn't make the program notes today. Of course, they were on the bench, but I think their careers are almost over at Arsenal Football Club. This is the reasoning to it. I'm hearing that Arsenal want to make Kivior. They want to add him as a make way, kind of like swap deal with Victor Osimhen plus money. That's what I'm hearing in some spaces. I've also heard that Eddie Nketiah might be leaving to Marseille. Of course, he was on the bench. He didn't even play today. He's not in the program notes. I think his career is over. He knows the 4-1-1 right now. He's not going to be playing next season. Let's face the fact. And Arsenal need a striker. I think Kivior might be used as weight for Victor Osimhen if that is what
30.
Napoli might want to look at.
I don't think
And
he's
Conte
valued
rates
enough.
Kivior.
Yeah, well, that's
Conte
fine that
rates
Conte,
Kivior.
that's fine that Conte rates Kivior, but I honestly don't think that Arsenal are still even throwing Kivior in the mix. You aren't going to be able to move that player in without moving some players out. Yeah, and I didn't get a chance to talk about ESR going out. I'm glad ESR going out, and of course he scores in his first game for Fulham. That's just how it is. Go ahead and put him down for a goal against Arsenal right now, people. Put a future on it. Thank me later. Anyway. No, but we're moving players out. Move ESR out. Move that scrub Fabio Vieira out. Move Eddie Nketiah out. Then you free up some cash. You free up some funds to go and get these players that you're talking about, Tony. That's the problem. The dominoes have to continue to fall in order for us to move in new players. If Eddie Nketiah stays in the club and it's looking more and more with each passing day that's going to happen, we're not getting another striker. We're not.
No, he's leaving. I'm sure he's leaving.
I hope you're
he's
right.
Not in the program notes.
Why are you so convinced he's leaving, Tony? Why do you think that?
Calafiori wasn't
very sure.
either.
I'm very sure. No, he wasn't the bench, but come on, man, he wasn't used as a striker at all today. Against this so-called invincible
it's not so-called. They did go invincible. They did go invincible. It's not so-called.
No,
I don't think he has. I don't think he has a future down here. I don't think he has a future down here. Arsenal is just looking for him to leave at the right price. And again,
what's the right price, Tony? What do you think the right price? What do you think the right price is in their mind,
bro? If Alvarez is going for 81, I think 30 million is okay. Are you not seeing the outrageous?
So wait.
Okay.
So you think that's what they're looking for? You think the board are looking for 30 million for him?
Yeah, I think they're looking for 30, and it's not bad if they're looking for 30 because look at Victor Gyökeres. Come on, man.
It's not bad. No. It's not bad if you get rid of him. If you are looking for 30 and you get rid of him for 30, that's a great deal. But if he stays because you don't get the value, it's
90, 100.
Yeah, Gyökeres ain't worth
130. Come
that's
on,
why
man.
But Tony, those two players there, the two strikers that you just mentioned there, there's a reason they're still at their clubs. There's a reason that Oshimen is still at Napoli. There's a reason Gyökeres is still at his club because clubs don't want to pay the price. Here's the thing is you can value players at whatever you want as a club. You can value them at what you could value every single player in your club at 200 million if you really wanted to. Every single of the 25. But if no one's paying that for them, then they're not worth that. The thing is with Alvarez, do I think he's worth the money that City let him go for? Absolutely not. But guess what? Atletico Madrid paid the money. So he's valued at that. There's good business and there's bad business. We see it all the time with buying clubs and selling clubs. Sometimes it's great business on the club's part, selling, and sometimes the buying club. I think Chelsea have done a great job of selling Colin Gallagher for that money. I don't think he's worth that. But you can't look at it and use that as a bar and a barometer as, well, they sold a player at that level for X amount. It don't work like that. It don't work like that.
No. I do support him to even leave for 10 million pounds. But the thing there is that all these football clubs, they know how to, put this certain kind of incendiary kind of evaluation for their own players. And when it comes to Arsenal players, they want to come and just bamboozle Arsenal with this cheap crumbs.
I have a question. Can I put in another name?
And then we can't even realize any money to use it to buy players or something like that. There's one excuse or the other. About players need to go, players need to leave. But again, why can't we get enough money from these players?
Because no one doesn't want to pay for your
Nobody wants to pay 30 million for a guy who scored 6 goals and 3
Nobody wants to pay the money for it. That's the problem.
I mean, Crystal Palace came with 40. It doesn't mean that Crystal Palace. It doesn't
Crystal
mean that
Palace
a team like Bournemouth.
I don't remember.
Dominic Solanke is in the market. Dominic Solanke is in the market. Yeah.
Do you think
Solanke is rated to leave for about £50 million?
Do you think he's worth 50 million?
Bournemouth will still come for him for Eddie Nketiah. Who said he's not going? They're not going to come for a player like that, and they might pay more better than what Marseille is trying to get Eddie Nketiah for. So I think
Tony, one second.
Let's turn it into a skirmish. How about that? Let's invite English clubs to come and vie for Eddie Nketiah. We could get more. Who knows?
Tony,
I don't think. Yeah, go on.
You brought up Dominic Solanke? Do you think he's worth 65 million?
No, I don't think so.
No, that's the point.
But again, that's the pricing. But again, it's clear to see that's the price in Bournemouth.
He gets one player of the month. And
that's the price in Bournemouth. I've put on that player.
You know why Bournemouth have put that price on him?
No.
You know why? And Vater's made the great point of it. You know why Bournemouth have put that price on Dominic Solanke? Because they don't really want to sell him. The same way Arsenal board don't really want to sell Nketiah. This is why you rejected the bid from Marseille.
But again, he can hand in a transfer request. It doesn't matter.
Nketiah don't want to leave.
Nketiah don't want to leave. He doesn't want to leave. Why would he want to leave?
Nketiah don't want to leave Arsenal.
He's getting paid 100 bags a week to sit on the bench and hang out with Win, dude. Like that's
and he's like number 14 show.
No, but 14? again, no. This is the misconception going on down there. Who told you that Eddie Nketiah doesn't want to leave?
Has he said anything different?
He agreed. He agreed.
How do you know he hasn't approached the manager and told him, "Hey, manager, I'm not playing. I didn't play last season."
Okay,
why am I on the bench?
I'll tell you how. I'll tell you 2 reasons why I know that he doesn't want to leave. Okay, I'll explain. 1, he's not done what you said and handed in a transfer request. And 2, his agent has said nothing. We have seen at Arsenal, at Manchester United, at many other clubs, when players are unhappy. Wait, let me land.
Because it's on 100 in a week. It's okay with whatever happens.
Tony, let me land and then you can respond. We have seen ample times when players are unhappy, they let it be known, whether it's them themselves by handing in a transfer request or whether it's through their agent. And Nketiah does not want to leave Arsenal. You know why? Because he knows he's not going to a bigger club than Arsenal. This is the peak for him. He is not going to a bigger or better club than Arsenal. If I'm put yourself in Eddie Nketiah's shoes, would you want to leave? Hell no. Why would I want to leave?
Well, but again, you never know because see, he's earning 100. His salary is secured if he goes to any other football club because he's still under contract with Arsenal. As far as I know, Arsenal might even pay that money, like pay part of his fees in terms of paying part of his wages for him to even leave. But this is what I'm trying to talk about. Yeah, Eddie Nketiah, I think, is a young kid. He might literally talk to the manager, walk up to his office and say, "Manager, you know what? Yeah, you didn't use me last season enough. Yeah,
how many games did
okay, you didn't. Good. The manager will say, "Hey, you know what? Yeah, you didn't put up decent numbers. But I'm sorry, you will have to leave the football club, mind you. If Eddie isn't serious about leaving the football club, Marseille wouldn't have agreed on personal terms with him as early as now." He has already agreed terms with FC Marseille.
That is a valid point. Yes,
if he didn't like that move, he wouldn't have.
It's not a question. It's not a question of not liking
so
a move
and so easily with FC Marseille.
It's not a question of not liking. It's not a question of not liking a move. Maybe what Marseille offered him, he liked. So you can be happy at a club and still make a move. Zubimendi.
It's not about the offer this time. His money is guaranteed. He's still on the contract.
I'm not talking about his
money is guaranteed. It's about him playing.
Yeah, you're making my point. The thing is, if he really wanted to leave that badly, he kicks up a fuss. He has kicked up no fuss. You can be happy at a football club and
You
agree
don't
personal
know, but,
terms with a
again,
club.
you don't know
He's
that.
not cooked up
But
a
again,
fuss.
you
Yeah,
don't know
I
that.
do
It
know
could
that
be
because there's
behind the
been no
scenes.
transfer request. I know that. Yes, I do know that. Yes, facts.
No,
I do know that.
No.
What's
No,
that?
you can't.
Yes,
You
I
can't
do
say
know
that.
that.
You can't
Yes,
say
I do.
that. You can't say
Yes,
you
I
know
do
that.
know that.
in the league.
I
He's a
do
young kid.
definitely know
He
that.
might handle
He's
things
not a
like
young
this.
kid. He's 25 years old. He's not a young kid. You're 25. He's not a young kid. Let's kill that dead.
Okay,
And yes,
okay.
I do know.
Oh.
When is he? So he handed in a transfer request and it didn't come out in the news. When has that ever happened before?
I
Exactly.
did not say he
He's
handed a
talking
transfer
Eddie
nonsense.
request.
Nketiah put in.
I'm
If Eddie
saying
Nketiah
probably
put in a
maybe he
transfer
has told the
request, I
manager,
wouldn't be
I
on
want
this
to leave
right
the
now. I'd be
football
drunk
club.
in Kansas
So
City
what we
right now.
talking about here?
I want to have playing time.
Celebrating.
Probably he's walked
He
up
could
to
say
the
he
office
wants playing
and
time,
told
but
the
if you
manager.
really, again, if you really wanted to make the move, bear in mind he played 27 games for Arsenal. Don't know how many of those were stats. Someone in the chat, please double check that and let me know. He
I'm
played
looking.
27. He played 27 times in the league and had 37 games overall for you lot. So he wasn't a bit part player. Not sure how many of those were stats, but he played matches. The point that I'm making is you can be happy at a football club, very happy at a football club, but still agree personal terms with another club because it's a better situation for you. The same way Zubimendi is happy at Real Sociedad. There's been no calls of Zubimendi saying, I want to leave Sociedad. But he's open to the Liverpool move. He's agreed terms with Liverpool, I believe. I believe so, if that's the case. What are we talking about here? Same way we agreed personal terms with Manuel Agate. Agate didn't say nothing about being on that. PSG didn't want him, but he didn't come out and say he wanted to leave PSG. What are we talking about here? He's happy at Arsenal. Doesn't mean he won't be happier somewhere else, is the point that I'm making.
No,
He kick up a fuss.
but again, I said,
He
started 10 games. He started 10 games.
You just mentioned that he's 25 years old. That he's already 25 years old. Yeah, I see. Yeah, there come a time in your career. Yeah, you have to think about your playing time. You need to think about winning trophies. At least it's come to that age where you should be thinking about.
You don't care about winning
like
trophies.
that.
That's why he's at Arsenal.
And of course, he's not seeing game time at Arsenal.
He don't care about winning trophies.
At Arsenal.
He would
literally walk to the manager's office and say, "Hey, you know what? Yeah,
TJ, how many games has he started for you lot? What's the rest of the stat? He's never.
And that's why he has already agreed a deal with Marseille.
He's never started at Arsenal. He's never started at Arsenal. He's always been a backup player. When has he ever been a starter for you lot?
TJ,
Never.
There was a time he was being favored to start.
He was trying to be. Well, here's the thing. Last season they were trying to shoehorn him in because of Jesus.
Exactly.
How many games?
Wait. Let me finish. Because Jesus was hurt. Okay, Jesus was hurt, and he had not figured out where he wanted to put Kai yet. So yes, he has started. Eddie Nketiah has started 10 games for us in the league, and he scored 5 goals in the league. He scored one goal in a rubber match against PSV in the Champions League. The guy is rubbish.
It's rubbish.
He is awful.
Definitely. I want you to go.
So I'm going to bring this back around. I'm going to bring it back around again. And first of all, fuck you, Flawless, for reminding us about our trophy drought. Second of all, this guy always he'll take a shot wherever he can and go, I don't know, what do I do? No, but the guy, we all know that he's worthless. We all know. So that's why it's so frustrating to when you put the 27 million on the table, you take the 27 million. You are fleecing them. Yeah. You are fleecing them.
Because he ain't worth 27 million.
He's not worth 27 million.
He's not worth 27 million. He's barely worth 2.7 million. No, we're talking about here.
Let's be real.
No, he's not worth that. Going by his numbers, he's not worth that. But I'm just only saying that when it comes to Arsenal players, Arsenal players, and this doesn't just stop with Eddie Nketiah. When it comes to Arsenal players, these football clubs want to comprise these guys as if they're pricing fish in the supermarket. And I'm tired of it. It doesn't stop with Eddie Nketiah.
Say that analogy again. What did you say about the fish?
I said our players are being prized like cheap fish in the supermarket.
Like cheap fish.
Like cheap fish.
Because they're bad fish. No one don't want the fish, man.
We hang on to them too long and they start to stink.
Football clubs,
they bad fish, man.
Other football clubs are putting deadly evaluation on their players. And Arsenal, we just allow other football clubs to put valuation on our players.
Totally, you know why it is?
I just feel that we're not doing good business. But
you lot have never done good business selling.
It's because we hang on to them for way too long.
Tony, you've never done good business selling.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, that's on Edu.
That's why
ESR
ESR was such a shock, by the way. The fact that we could actually get that over the line and get a good price for him, I was starting to believe Edu was starting to figure out how to do his job. Like it's absolutely insane to me. And but then he proves me wrong and doesn't take 27 million for Eddie Nketiah.
70-something million pounds.
Beverly Hills Cop 27.
Because they don't want to sell him.
Dominic Solanke.
Because they don't want to sell him, Tony.
I mean,
that's why. No, Tony. The reason why he's at 65 million pounds is because they don't want to sell him. If I have a player I don't want to sell,
remove the because. Is he worth it? Is Dominic? See,
to them,
remove that because.
To them, yes. To them, yes.
Is Dominic Solanke worth 72 million pounds?
No, it's not. It's
not
65.
to them. No.
Yes, he is.
From the eyes of a Manchester United fan, is Dominic Solanke worth 72 million pounds?
No, but he's
That's
not been
all
linked
I'm
to
talking
United.
about.
No, he's not been linked to United. No. We're not doing that. We are not doing that. We are not doing that. He hasn't been linked to Manchester United. Who has he been linked to, Tony?
No.
Who has answered the question? Who has he been linked?
It's an example.
We're using it as an example.
That
Who
was
has
just
he been
an
linked
example.
to? Who has he been linked to? Who has he been linked to?
That's just an example.
Who has he been linked to?
Just last week, he was linked to Arsenal. What are we talking about?
What other club has he been linked to?
Spurs. Sorry, I'll answer it.
So if you didn't know that, he's been linked to Spurs. So he's been linked to Spurs. Is he worth 65 million pounds to Spurs? Yes, because he starts for them and improves their front line.
You don't know. You don't.
He improves their front line. Of course,
he's not even. And he's not even. Yeah. He's not even, I don't even think he's that good.
I'm just telling you of the evaluation this players places on their players.
And what I'm saying is he's 65 million pounds to them, to Bournemouth, because without him they could get relegated, which cost them much more than 65 million pounds. So is he worth 65 million pounds to Bournemouth? Yes. Is he worth 65 million pounds to Arsenal or Manchester United? No. Spurs, I would say yes. Most other clubs, yes, because of what he's bringing you. If you are not aiming to try and finish top 3, top 2, top 1, then he's not worth that money. If you are Spurs who are trying to get there, obviously it's dependent on squads. He's worth that. To Bournemouth, he's worth more probably.
I get that.
Without him, they could get relegated.
Just this past January, Crystal Palace bid for him 40 million pounds. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but then that was before Roy Hodgson got the boot. I mean, we got to consider the facts here, and I don't think it was 40 million. I don't remember that, to be honest with you. I know there were links.
It was 40 million. It was 40
million. I know there were links, Tony. Hold on. I know there were links, but you got to consider the context of where Crystal Palace were at the time. They were in the absolute mud. Hodgson was on his way out the door, and then they ended up turning it around and putting shine on names like Eze.
To add to that, TJ, as well, it was January. And weren't Crystal Palace in something called a relegation battle at that point?
Yes.
So no wonder they. So if I can spend 40 million pound on a player who I believe will keep me in the Premier League, that is 40 million pound well spent. Because if I get relegated, it's costing me much more than 40 million pounds. Do I believe Dominic Solanke overall is a 60 million pound player? To most, no. But it's situation. That's what it is. It's all based on who you are and where
I hear you, Flawless. But TJ, this is what I'm saying, yeah? Let's give it maybe more 5-6 days when the transfer really, the transfer market is heating up a little bit. We'll see some movement. I'm still thinking that Ivan Toney might make a move soon. Dominic Solanke might make a move soon. It's very possible that these players make a move to bigger clubs. Yeah. And I think these smaller clubs might just come in for Eddie Nketiah, and they will be in panic mode, and we can at least maybe squeeze something more for Eddie Nketiah to be in England than what Marseille is giving us. I'm tired of these football clubs coming down here and throwing valuation on our players. While in their own we can't even get Victor Gyökeres for 60 million pounds. We can't even get this. We can't even go discuss with this guy. That's how bad it is. When it's Arsenal, it's always a bigger problem. So I'm tired. We can't even negotiate with these football clubs. They inflate their prices. It's good and okay. But with our own players, they want to come and price our players like as if they're pricing cheap. I don't know, cheap fish in the market.
Cheap fish, man.
It doesn't make sense.
Before we continue,
breakdown of our business and our model and our structure, it's shameful. It's disgraceful, actually. So, but Anyway, let's get away from that. I want
He's had
Nketiah
enough of
out.
the
Anyway.
transfers, yo. He's had enough. He really has. Yo, run up the likes, people. There's over 60 of you lot in there. Only at 45 likes. Let's get up to 60 likes. Hit the subscribe button on the channel. Subscribe to TJ's channel, Tony's channel. I'm gonna add the links in the title. And I just want to say, all of this, yeah. As you see this entertaining conversation you lot have heard between TJ, Tony, and myself regarding Eddie and Nketiah. Tony tried to criticize me at the start for adding Eddie and Nketiah's name into the title. And look, you know what I'm saying? Look at the conversations. That being said, switching from one player you can't get rid of to a player who rejected your football club. Tony, Martin Zubimendi, looks like he's on his way to Liverpool. Talk to us, man. Thoughts on it?
No, but again, that comes as a big surprise.
Oh, God, no.
That comes as a big surprise, man. You know, because
You're such a crook.
Nah, leave Flawless.
Because Tony
Leave him,
stressed,
no
yo.
problem. Leave him. Let him. This is his time. Let him
I beat
enjoy.
myself down. Go. You carry.
Let him enjoy this. No problem, man. Enjoy this, man.
Oh, I will. I will.
Let him enjoy it. No problem, man. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. But see, TJ, TJ, Flawless, it hurts. Yeah, that we can't, that Zubimendi can, I don't know why he doesn't want to come to Arsenal. I don't know why. Man. He's got Mikel Arteta, who's Spanish, down there.
Who cares?
A manager who he could literally come in and have his say. They speak Spanish. He's from Spain. They're both Spanish. Why would you live the lure of working with a manager who is Spanish, who is your guy and who actually spotted you and wanted you in his football club, and then you agree terms with Slot, a Liverpool manager who isn't even Spanish? Again, that I don't understand that. But again, Arsenal never bid for Zubimendi. I do rate Zubimendi. Let's get.
You offered in personal terms, according to Fabrizio Romano. That's what it is. You offered in personal terms, and
it's not true.
Is it not true now? Is Fabrizio lying, man?
Yeah,
he's lying.
Come on, man.
He's lying, man. Fabrizio's lying, man.
Fabrizio have already admitted live that he's an influencer. He has admitted it. So why are we acting here?
Lyle, I love this, man.
Why are we shaking our bums, acting as if isn't there to make money? He's there to make money. He's not a god. He's human. He's there to make money. What are we talking about? He's there to make money. Why are we shaking our bums for that?
There's no twerking or shaking.
It's simple. It's easy. Zubimendi maybe likes what he sees at Liverpool. Probably maybe he thinks he can slot into that team easily.
Yeah, is that a concern for you, Tony? That he sees Liverpool as a better project than us, to bear in mind the managers.
No. It doesn't. Because
so why did he reject
factually,
Liverpool?
He would look into that Liverpool midfield. He would think he would slot into that Liverpool midfield than he would at Arsenal. Definitely. Arsenal still have Declan Rice. Arsenal still have.
I don't think he starts for us.
You don't think he starts for you, lot?
Nope.
Really?
No.
Yeah,
here's the thing. We got to be careful, guys. We got to be careful here. And here's why. Yes, he was on a very, very good Spanish team that won the Euros. There are a lot of players that are being overvalued because of how they performed in one tournament. Okay, what is his track record at Real Sociedad? What is it? I'm asking.
So those that have watched him have told me he played very well at Sociedad and he's a very good player. This is what I've heard. This is what me saying.
Here's why I have two words for you as to why Zubimendi won't get regular starts at Arsenal. Mikel Arteta. Okay, he won't. Again today, people, you saw it, and I don't mean to play spoiler alert for you. You know what? Here, I'm gonna do this. I don't mean to play spoiler alert for you guys. I don't mean to do it. But Kai Havertz is starting as a LCM against Wolves. He's going to. They're not going to start him in the 9. They're going to start Gabriel Jesus up top, Martinelli on the left, Saka on the right, and they're going to have Kai Havertz playing as an 8 because he got an assist today against a dead Leverkusen team that was on vacation in London. Okay, they weren't taking that friendly seriously. Don't
Mazza.
tell me.
Oh,
Don't tell
TJ.
me.
Oh, TJ.
Don't
get
tell
sunk
me
into this
that
narrative, man. Come
that
on, man. You're
he's gonna
calling the
fail again. We're
Bundesliga
gonna see this
champions
happen
invincible
again.
champion?
I'm telling you,
It-
it's a
oh
preseason
my
game,
God.
Tony. Nobody gives
Come
a
on,
shit.
bro. Come on. Why are you doing like this, man? No,
They were
TJ,
Arsenal
no,
were
no, no,
using
no, no.
were
If they
using
lost that
the
game,
US
if
tour
they
to
lost
hang
that
out in
game,
LA.
we
Nobody
will
takes these
be on
games
their head.
seriously.
We will be
Nobody
on
takes
their
these games
necks.
seriously.
Now, if
They
we
were on
lost that game.
vacation.
Don't do that, brother, man.
The only
That's an
people that were taking those
invincible
games
team.
seriously were the kids.
That's an invincible team with a highly motivated former captain of
Oh.
Arsenal Football Club coming back to the Emirates to have a nick with the boys. What are you talking about here, man?
Has Kai Havertz started at striker once this preseason?
That's a good question, has he? I don't know.
The answer is no.
Right. Has it been, hey, how come you lot have kept that quiet? You lot kept that on the low, not you, TJ, but you lot
Because
kept
I
that
was
quiet.
there. I
Yeah, you was
used
there.
my eyes.
I
I had a
watched
few
you.
beers, but I could tell what was going on.
Yeah.
Like,
Kai
come
Havertz
on,
in
guys.
midfield. That's the answer. That's why you're not signing the midfielder.
That's why I'm
It's
saying
Kai.
there's people that are being like,
no,
oh yeah,
don't
Zubimendi walks
say
into the
so.
team. Not
Don't
with
say so.
this guy at the helm. I don't care if he's Spanish. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The guy's going to do it again. And then we're going to go out and we're not going to score goals because we have Kai Havertz in the 8 and we have Gabriel Jesus up top. I want Gabriel Jesus to succeed. Don't get me wrong. I like Gabriel Jesus, but he is not a striker. He's not the striker that we need. And if you guys think that Kai Havertz is going to start at striker against Wolves, I have a bridge to sell you.
Crazy. I didn't know that. Kai Havertz. So Rice, Odegaard, Havertz is the midfield trio for Arsenal. Okay.
Well, you don't know that. You don't know that. Why the market, TJ? You don't know that, man. You don't know that.
I would be willing to. I would be.
We're still in the market for Merino.
We're
still in the market for Merino. Let's wait until after the transfer window ends. Then we can say with our full chest where
you were in for Zubimendi, but are you thinking you were signing Zubimendi?
We're in for Merino. That's what I'm saying. We're in for Merino. And again, see, I will prefer that Merino signing than the Zubimendi signing. Zubimendi's talent stops and ends with flashy passes. Yeah, he could make a few.
So you're not a fan of Zubimendi? You're not a fan of him, Tony? You don't rate him?
No, I'm a fan of his. But I think Merino brings to Arsenal what I really want in my team. Have you seen that guy's aerial duels when he's playing at Sociedad? Have you seen his area duels? Have you seen his ground duels? No. That guy seriously is a set piece monster. He's gonna give that to us. He's gonna open up. Totally open up.
Who are you talking about?
Our set piece taking. He's a monster. I'm talking of Merino. Merino. Okay. Merino, yeah. Okay. That guy made nearly.
I thought we signed that guy. Didn't we sign that guy? Everybody was saying we signed him. The deal was done. Oh wait, that went dead cold, didn't it?
But again, we all know that Declan Rice isn't that guy. We know that. Me and you were Arsenal fans. You know he isn't that guy.
He's not a left-sided 8, but he is that
someone
guy
to help him out in the middle of the park. And that's what Merino will bring to the team. We need someone who's good aerially. Declan Rice is
last season you were lauding him for being a ball carrier in a line-breaking 8. What are we talking about? So all of a sudden, Declan Rice isn't the guy. Everybody in the Arsenal fan base is saying that he's the guy.
Declan Rice likes drifting forward. Merino is that guy that will protect our back four in those incendiary times when something gets into Declan Rice's head and he bumps forward.
Tony,
he will stay back. He would clean
Let me get to the super chat, Tony. Let me get to the. Hey, Daryl, big up, man, every single time. Shout out to Daryl. Much appreciated for the super chat, Daryl. He says, if you can get a 6-pack of Bud Light, 2 bags of sour cream crisps, sausage roll, and a pack of gum for Eddie, you take that deal. 27 million is a ripoff. 19 goals in 7 Premier League seasons. Eddie should be sacked. Hey, this is, you know what? This is pretty damning, Daryl, and you are spot on. And again, appreciate the super chat. And Daryl is a member as well. Link for the membership is in the pinned comment. There's over 80 of you lot locked in. Let's run up the likes. Scales up to 70 likes. Both TJ and Tony's channels links are in the title as well.
I have
Go on.
I have 30 minutes left. I know. I told you guys I gotta go early. So I gotta get this in. Declan Rice is that guy. I'm not gonna hear Declan Rice slander.
Okay.
Where I will
No one
hear
slandered him.
where
No
I
one
will
slandered him.
accept.
I'm just saying,
you literally just said he
but
wasn't
again,
that
you
guy,
need to
Tony.
understand the
Oh
context
my
to which
God,
I said it.
Tony, look,
We
he
both
is a
know
ball
him in the
winning
midfield
six. He is
isn't
a ball
enough.
winning
That's what I'm
six.
trying to say.
He is a ball winning six. If you try, his head will explode if you ask him to press the ball forward. He's side to side. He is a ball winning defensive midfielder. He did not.
Then why didn't we win the league last season?
Because it wasn't his job to. Tony, you're putting us not winning the league on Declan Rice not being able to.
Yeah, it's because
Tony, what is your Tony? What is your criticism of him?
Man City's midfield is more better, more stronger, and more experienced than ours.
1 second, Tony. What were you going to say, Flawless? What were you going to say?
Tony, what is your criticism of Rice exactly? What are you saying? That's what I want to hear.
We know he can't do it alone. That's what I'm saying.
He can't do what alone? No.
He can't do what alone.
What can he not
protect our back for alone? That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so you're saying
he doesn't win enough duels. He doesn't win enough duels. Why are we out here acting as if Declan Rice is that final jigsaw in our midfield?
Rice.
He's not. And see, TJ, we have to start recognizing the fact that we need help in that midfield. Merino is that guy that will glue. Merino is that guy that will glue that midfield. He will help. I'm not saying Declan Rice isn't the guy to help, or isn't the guy that's quite good, or he's not near or close or have similarities to world class. All I'm saying is that he needs help in the middle of the park. If Arsenal is to win anything, we can't do it alone with Declan Rice down there. And again, if we check our options in the middle of the park, we still have a Thomas Partey. To be very sincere, we don't know if he's even going to leave the football club at the end of the transfer window. We're not so sure about, that Italian legend down there in the middle of the park too. How about that? We're not so sure.
Jorginho?
And again, Jorginho, yeah, he's an Italian legend, whether I like it or not, right? Okay. I don't even want to call his name. And again, and then TJ, we're Ricks starting Kai Havertz in left centre mid at the start of the season.
I hope to see that, man.
It's going to happen.
How would you sit down there and say that Declan Rice is okay for us? No, it's not. It's not okay. I've just mentioned.
I know. I don't think
unless you think that Fabio Vieira is okay for us. Do you think so?
Tony, why are you even bringing up Fabio? Nobody brought up Fabio Vieira. I literally talk trash to Fabio Vieira every stream.
We don't have enough resources
tired of it by now.
In the middle of the park. That's all I'm saying.
Well, no. Here's the thing, Tony. Tony, people are expecting Declan Rice to do things that he was not brought into this club to do. That is my problem. And people slandering Declan Rice for not being able to be a box-to-box midfielder. He was never a box-to-box midfielder. He was one of our best players last season, and people are saying that he's not good as a box-to-box midfielder. He's not a box-to-box. So what are we even talking about here? So if we're gonna be serious, then you get a box-to-box midfielder that can play to the left of him. Do I think Kai Havertz is that guy? No. But we know that what the problem is. The problem is the manager.
Now, why do you have a problem when I'm talking about Merino coming to help him out in the middle of the park?
I don't think Merino's good enough.
Why do you have a Why?
I really have to answer that.
Why? He's one of the only players to actually win 300 duels in the middle of the park.
Is Merino
last season?
How many goals did Merino score last season?
No, it's not about goals. He's a midfielder. Let's talk about that. He's a midfielder. Let's talk about his duels. Let's talk about his area duels. Let's talk about his ground duels.
I think he's a Spanish Granit Xhaka.
Bumping forward and helping players get on the run.
He's a Spanish Granit Xhaka. We need somebody better. Granit Xhaka had one good season for us, and everybody's asking him to come back. He's a Spanish Granit Xhaka.
We can't do it alone. We know that. See, we've seen it. Even in the Euros, look at Declan Rice and tell me he's
Tony, you're not even listening to me.
No, I'm just saying, man, that we need help. We need help in the middle of the park. Man City can't be here with the
I'm not saying that we
and
don't
these
need
killers
help,
in the
Tony.
middle of the
I'm saying
park.
that we need better.
And we're here arguing about Declan Rice. They have killers down there. We need more reinforcements in the middle of the park to actually even challenge for the title. TJ, I'm shocked that you're arguing about this. Declan Rice can't get us over the line. Let's be frank. He can't.
he's one player, of course.
Wait, Tony. So you don't think Declan Rice can get you over the line alone? So you need
Yes,
another midfielder alongside
yes,
him.
I said it.
I think
I'm
everyone's in
not hiding
agreement.
my mouth.
I think
The
everybody's
proof
in
is in the
agreement with
pudding
that.
last
I think
season.
everyone
He
agrees you
can't
need
get us
another
over the line
by
alone
himself.
in the
No,
middle of the park.
but I think everyone agrees that you need another midfielder alongside Rice. So do you think with a midfielder of quality alongside Rice, that's good enough to get you over
Exactly.
the line?
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
that's
good
fair.
enough. And
Yeah, that's
Merino
fair.
represent that guy.
All
That's
right,
all
that's
I'm
where you
saying.
might disagree is on Moreno being good enough or not.
I don't
TJ, do you think Zubamendi's good enough? If you were to
No.
add Zubamendi to it,
Yes.
okay,
Yeah.
that's where it's flipped because you think Zubamendi is, but Moreno doesn't. Whereas Tony thinks Moreno is good enough, but doesn't think Zubamendi is. Right, I get it.
I've never said that. I've never said that.
I'm asking. So do you think Zubamendi's good enough?
I've never said that. I like Zubamendi. I rate
Do you
him
think
as
he's
a
good
player.
enough? Do you think he's good enough to get you over the line?
Will you highlight what Eli just put in the chat, please?
Yeah, of course, of course.
See, yeah, I do have my concerns with
Okay, so I
Zubamendi.
was right then. I thought so.
This is why.
Marino's
have my
pass accuracy
concerns
was
about him.
59% at the Euros. and
Because I
especially
just
that
think
for
it's
the
more of
But
a
he's supposed
passer
to-
of
yeah.
the ball. It's more of the passer of the ball. He's not that kind of guy to win duels. I still need that guy in the middle of the park who will win more duels, who will help
Declan
me in
Rice.
set pieces. He's not really that good in set pieces. He's not really that kind of guy that will bump at
Declan Rice
players,
is good at set
push
pieces.
them and fight for the ball. But Marino, he will bump forward. He really recreates that kind of set piece a threat. He can also win duels aerially and on the ground. He's that guy. If you pair him with Declan Rice, then you have a very, very solid midfield going forward. Just imagine seeing, and mind you, is 6 foot plus, is tall, is hairy. Any player that sees him is gonna outmuscle any of these players. Yeah, I'm serious, bro.
What's that got to do with anything?
No, bro, come on, man. When you see Bisley, no, it doesn't. No, bro. See, I don't know where your head is going, but I'm talking
I don't
of
know
how
where your head is
scary
going.
he is. I'm talking of how scary he is. He's tall, 6 foot plus, big, huge, hairy.
Hey,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying. No, I don't know, Tony. I don't know.
He's
Hey,
Bisley. That's what I mean. He's
said
Bisley.
he's hairy.
That's what I mean. So imagine just seeing those kind of players.
Oh my God!
Seeing those kind of players
This is the ring. Yeah.
just under tunnel.
This is
seeing
facts.
Declan Rice. Wait,
And she's saying this herself. Sunshine said Tony sounds like me talking about.
We all saw Sunshine. We all saw it. Don't worry.
You're talking jokes, but
I ain't talking jokes. So you being.
I'm only posting those descriptions for you to get to understand how scary this guy is. And he's a no-nonsense kind of midfielder. He's a battler. Yeah. See, when you see those kind of guys here in the tunnel, Marino, you see Declan Rice down there also at the same time. You see someone like Kai Havertz. These are 6 foot plus, high caliber battlers, yeah, who would just be there, make sure they fight for the ball, get any kind of duels that they want to get into, and open up play for us. That's what I want to see.
Fez. Let me get to a couple super chats. Big up football Capo every single time. Big up to you, Capo. Says Tony, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Your takes are far left. Hey, Tony, some of Tony's takes are crazy, and that hairy man one might be the one. That is the craziest one. He also said, I appreciate both super chats, Capo. He says Moreno helps us with ball recovery more than attack, and I think it's different because TJ.
But again, that's what I said. Capo, are you living under the rock? Shout out to Capo. Shout out to Capo. Are you living under the rock? I just said down here. Are you listening to what you want to listen to? I just said down here that he is very good in duels, but aerially and on the ground. What else do you want to know? That's ball recovery. What are you talking about? It's in the same space, in the same spectrum.
Because I think you and TJ have differences on Rice as well, because TJ has no doubts about Rice defensively, whereas your doubts about Rice are defensively. So what you need alongside Rice in both of your minds is different. That's also what it is, which I kind of get. I do. And yes, Sunshine, Tony has definitely been messed. There's only one Tony. There's only one Tony.
This whole show is like I said, I rate all the other content creators on this channel, but we're the best. Don't worry. Okay, we might not be the best, but we're definitely the most entertaining. No, here's the thing. And by the way, Sunshine, I saw that Declan Rice was one of the best set people from the corner. delivery, Declan Rice was one of the best in the league last season. Go back and watch it. He was very, very good last season. Gabriel scored, I think, 3 or 4 off of his corners. Go watch. He's very, very good. Anyway, no, and look, we don't need a ball winning midfielder. We have that. We have that in Declan Rice. And anybody that is trying to tell me that Declan Rice is not a ball winning midfielder, go and what? First of all, get your eyes checked. Then watch Arsenal from last season. He hardly ever put a foot wrong. He was one of the best 6s in the league. Probably, I would say he was our second best player last season. Second best to Gabriel. Other than that, he was the best. So we need somebody that is actually able to break the lines and move the ball forward. Moreno is not a guy, 57% pass completion or whatever that was. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. Bring me an 8 that can pass the ball forward consistently and hit those passes. We have a strong midfield. We just don't have that guy on the left that can advance the ball. And that's what we need. And nobody's going to be able to tell me different. Unfortunately, we have a manager called Mikel Arteta, and this is why I am not on the Arteta bandwagon. This is why. It's because he is going to go back to the same thing that we started last season. He's going to start this experiment all over again with Gabriel Jesus in the 9, the striker who doesn't want to be a striker, and he's going to try to ham fist Kai Havertz into the 8. And Kai Havertz, while he has been playing well in the 8 in the preseason, it is the preseason. They are playing against kids and people that are going to be playing in League One by the end of all of this. What are we doing? To quote Flawless, what are we doing here? This is why we are not going to get taken seriously, to be honest. This is why we're not going to get taken seriously. This is why everybody's just like, oh, yeah, Arsenal are going to win the title. Like, I saw some guy, I think it was Giuseppe. I saw him go on the terrace and say, oh, yeah, we're going to win the league easily. And he got laughed off the internet. Like this is why people don't take us seriously, is because we are not willing to address, us as a football club, are not willing to address the holes that are in the club. Kai Havertz is still our best striker. That's all that needs to be said.
Yeah, that's kind of the Havertz and the 8 thing is crazy as well. If you line up that opening day at home to Wolves with Rice, Havertz, Odegaard midfield trio, damn. Even though I still think he'll win the game, that's detriment. He can't go, but he can't be that stubborn to try Havertz in the 8 again. He cannot do that.
Flawless. I'm telling you that this is where he has been playing him the entire preseason. Yeah, that's and crazy. If that is how you are lining up, that is how you are planning to line up your first game of the season. He's going to line up Havertz behind either Eddie Nketiah if he's still here or Gabriel Jesus. And we start this carousel ride over again. I even told you, I even texted you in the group chat. I said, you know what? I'm going to stop coming on this panel. I'm just going to send you recordings from last year.
Yeah, you did.
And we can just do this over again. You know what I mean? Bill Murray. I'm Bill Murray in Groundhog's Day right now.
You did.
We're not serious. We're not serious. And the fan base is going to start to and here's my problem, Tony, and then you can go. My problem is that, and we're already starting to see it. We are gassing up meaningless preseason wins against Bayer Leverkusen.
Talking about this one right here.
TJ.
We are gassing this up.
Gassing up.
And Tony,
come on,
go
man.
and look at Trossard's goal.
Man.
Go and look at Trossard's goal from the
Jesus
Tony,
Christ.
Tony,
Right.
listen.
Tony, does he have to be a gas up?
Tony, listen to me, and then I'll let you go. Tony, go back and watch the goals that we scored against Leverkusen. They are standing in the box. They are not making any effort to prevent these goals from going in. 4 goals against the German Invincibles. They weren't taking this seriously. The Emirates Cup. Give me a break. Give me a break. DFB Pokal champions. Bundesliga champions.
I don't share that same idea, man. I don't share that same idea. You know why, TJ? The reason why I don't share in that, is that if this same team lost to Bayer Leverkusen this night, me and you will be down here ripping them apart and talking about how much we're not ready and how much we need. I didn't
rip them apart after we lost to Liverpool.
That's what we'll be doing down here, to be very sincere with you.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that'll be the truth. But right now, we beat Bayer Leverkusen. I'm not saying we're complete, but I'm just saying that we just took apart the invincibles of the Bundesliga. Now, I'm not saying it's big or it's huge, but all I'm saying is that
Hey, yo.
that shows that this team is not an ordinary team. We just need to fine tune some certain things. Go get a striker. Go bring in help in the middle of the park to help Declan Rice. I'm not totally sold on Declan Rice right now because of some deficiencies in his game that I've seen. TJ, no one is arguing with you about Declan Rice and about how the dwells are won or whatever. I'm not arguing about that. But what I'm trying to say is that Mikel Arteta demands more from Declan Rice, and we've seen him drift forward lots of TJ, let me land so you get to understand what I'm talking about. See, Mikel Arteta allows Declan Rice to roam most of the time. I've seen Declan Rice bump forward times without number, even on the left, most times, to even go help out with our attack. To be very sincere with you. And then he leaves that space in the middle of the park open. And at least if you could remember, Aston Villa, the counter-attack. Yeah. Didn't that game cost us when everyone left, Declan Rice left, and then, Leon Bailey just took that ball, ran through the midfield, ran through our players, and tap, boom, he scored the goal. That was a title decider also. So if we had someone like Merino who would just stay there when Declan Rice bumps forward or something like that, that's a different ball game. It depends on how the manager wants to use it. We can go Merino, we can go Declan Rice, and we can also add Odegaard at the top. Also, see, we can shuffle this thing apart. But what I'm just trying to say is that Declan Rice needs help. He can't do it alone. It has been proven last season that sometimes he can slip up. There's some games that I didn't really see Declan Rice. Let's be factual. There were some games he wasn't even really present there, even if he was down there. Look, the shadow of himself.
Bad game.
And if some information were going by, just look at that.
What games do you remember where Declan Rice put in his finger?
Look at the Euros. It didn't have particularly a very good Euros in it.
Tony, what game? He was playing in the Southgate system.
Did he have? He
was playing in Southgate system. Nobody flourished.
Did Declan Rice have a perfect Euro? Would you say it was perfect? Or would you say he was world class?
It's irrelevant. Tony, it's irrelevant. He's playing in Southgate system. He's playing. It's irrelevant. Here's my question. Name me 2 games last season where Declan Rice had a stinker. Name me 2 or 3. If you can name 3, I'll give you extra credit.
See, not stinker. Maybe it was kind of like mediocre at best in those games.
Average.
Mediocre.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think I could name maybe 3 or 4 games where I thought he was average.
Yeah.
Other than that, I thought he was.
The Aston Villa game. The Aston Villa game was
Aston Villa.
Poor.
Aston Villa.
Yeah, the Aston Villa game. Yeah, Aston Villa game. It was quite poor. There was an Everton game we had. It was quite poor in that game too. There was one more game. I think it was the game against City.
He was good.
To be very fair, that game against City
he was very good against City. No, it's Bayern.
No, it wasn't
Bayern Munich. I was looking for Bayern. I was looking for Bayern Munich. Other than that, he was solid. He was one of our best players last season, and we're slandering him. It's unbelievable.
No one doubts him, but do you doubt it that he needs help in the middle of the park?
No, I never said that he doesn't.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So he needs help.
Let me get to a couple things. Let me get to a couple things. Big up to Southern Guna for the super chat. Hey, large up Southern Guna. Much appreciated. Says, told y'all 1 or 2 signings and the Havertz experiment is back in full swing. Long season ahead. No striker equals no chance. The process has banged. And he put banged in capital.
Shout out to that's
and big
up
to Capo. He says, Don Kaya 8 and Nketiah is still here. No striker incoming. Clown. Crazy Capo. So what? You got BX Gunner who says Kai is technically an attacking midfielder. I don't see the outrage with him in that spot. He's going to move forward. Hey, you know what, BX Gunner? I hope you play Kai for the entire season as an attacking midfielder. Please. Yeah, Arteta, and because of what TJ's told me, which I didn't know, I can actually see it happening.
Flawless. Let's not act as if, that Kai Havertz, didn't help us out last season. Yeah,
He did.
he was, he
From
was
the
always fighting. Yeah, at least it's better than Nketiah. How about that?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
is.
Nketiah hasn't scored
pretty low
since
bar.
December. And he's still in this football club. But you know what? Yeah, Kai Havertz represents that kind of guy that could fight. His area dwells, is 6 foot plus. He can chip in some certain goals sometimes when we need it. It just offers something technically that Arsenal never usually used to have. So what is there is that see, I don't mind Kai Havertz coming from the bench when we do get a striker.
But
That's all
I
I'm
hear that. But
saying.
what we're talking about him from that comment was him starting as an attacking midfielder, which I think for where you are trying to go to is so detrimental to what you have going on.
No,
It's a
but
horrendous
again,
thing.
there'll be times when we
It's
will see.
horrendous.
There'll be times. See, but again,
It's
we're not
horrendous.
checking it from the other side. There'll be
What's
times
the other
when we
side
might.
from?
There'll be
Go on.
times when we might need. There'll be times when we might need Kai Havertz to unlock some certain defenses from the standpoint as a left centre mid,
Okay.
because not all teams are the same in the Premiership.
That's true.
There'll be games
I
that
hope
might
he's
be.
your answer to that. I hope so. I hope you're
No,
facing a
but
low block.
again, let's
and
don't
Arteta
act as
says,
if
"Go
all
get
games will
Havertz."
be the same.
I'm not
There'll
acting
be
if they're all
some
the
times
same.
where we would need
I didn't
someone
say
who
that.
would kind of like unlock some
And
certain
I hear
defenses,
that, and I
you
hope
need
you go
someone
to
like
Kai
Kai
Havertz.
Havertz
I
who would
hope you go
still
to Kai
run up
Havertz.
and do some
Hey,
jobs in
Tony.
the midfield and
Tony,
unlock some
I
certain
hope you go to
defenses.
Kai Havertz, man. I hope the answer to lockdown, you know what I'm saying, low blocks and teams that are causing you
I
problems
said
defensively
from
is
the
Kai
bench.
Havertz.
I said from the bench. I still want to
Hey,
strike
from
him.
the bench, I like
So,
that. From the bench,
I'm
I
just
like
saying
that.
it's not bad to
Preferring
have
from
from
the
the
start,
bench.
but from the bench, I'm with it. I hope he's your answer off the bench, not
No, you're
Leandro
not with it.
Trossard.
You're my up. You're no. You're
I'm
not
with
with
it.
it. You're my
I'm
up.
with
You
it,
don't
man.
want
I
anything
am
good
your
for
up.
Arsenal.
Exactly.
Let's
That's
get
why I
that
want
out
Kai
the way.
Havertz. That's why I want Kai Havertz starting for you lot playing attacking midfield. That's why. Because I don't want anything good for you lot. Him playing 9, I think, is a detriment. But him playing as an attacking midfielder is even more of a detriment. And you got fans like BX Gunner who are with it. Hey, I hope Arteta. I did not know Arteta was playing him in midfield. I love that.
No, but again, Kai
love
wasn't
that.
our worst player. That's what I'm saying.
Never said he
Kai
was the
wasn't
worst
our
player.
worst player last
I didn't say
season.
he was I didn't say he was your
And he
worst player
brings
last season.
something different to the team. To be
Again,
very
I didn't
sincere
say he
with
was
you.
your worst player. Good. I hope that Arteta has
He
your
brings
thought
something
process.
different. I
I
would
hope
like him
so.
as a backup player. As a
Yeah,
backup,
yeah.
it's
I
good
hope
to
you
have
keep him as a
backup
star.
players.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I hope
so
you keep him as
as
a
a
star.
backup, it's not
But he's
bad.
not going to be a backup. He's going to be a star.
You don't know about that. If a striker comes in and
Do you believe you're
and, you
signing
know,
a striker this window? Exactly. My point's
if Eddie,
exactly.
no,
Nope.
this was giving me the confidence.
Go on. Tell us what's giving you the
This was
confidence.
giving me the confidence. I think Eddie Nketiah will leave the football club. I think the club has had enough, and I think they're trying to move on from Eddie Nketiah, and that's why Eddie Nketiah has already agreed personally with FC Marseille that he's going to leave the football club. So with that alone, if he's leaving, that means that Arsenal have to get in a striker.
I don't
And if
think
they're
he's
getting a
leaving.
striker, I think he's leaving.
Of course you do.
He didn't even play today.
So?
Calafiori didn't play today either. He
So?
hasn't even been there.
No. He's come on, man. Fitness levels. He's injured. Come on, bruv. Fitness levels and all
but like
that.
I said,
We
I
don't
think
want to
Nketiah.
risk him.
I
He's
don't
gonna
think you're
come in
bored.
against Wolves.
I don't
TJ, come on, man.
think
He's not
I don't
injured.
think your board want to get rid of Eddie Nketiah. You keep saying, why would you agree to it? You can be happy in a relationship and a nice girl asks you for your number. You may give her your number. Does that mean you're unhappy in a relationship? No. Does it?
No, see,
You shouldn't
but
do that,
again,
by the way, man.
see,
But I'm just using that as a
I
point.
think the football club wants to move past Eddie Nketiah.
I
There's
don't think
reasoning to that. There's reasoning to that. Mikel Arteta wasn't using him, towards the tail end of the season. Even mid-season, he stopped playing for
he
Arsenal.
did play.
He was
did
on
play.
the bench. He
For
was
about
just
4
coming
minutes.
from the
I'm
bench.
saying he played. He
So,
played.
okay, 4 minutes. Okay, he gets 4 minutes, right? Good.
No.
I didn't even notice him. That's how shitty that player is.
That's Nketiah though for you in
That's
general.
how shitty the player is. I didn't even notice he was there. That's how useless he is. So, see, yeah, we're going to move on from Eddie Nketiah. If he's leaving, a replacement is coming. That's for sure. That's for sure.
And
You
even on
can't
top
tell
of
me
that, okay, let's say you do move on it. Let's say hypothetically you sell Nketiah, and then here's what's great. Even if you do, from a United perspective, when I'm here talking about this, even if you do sell Nketiah, I don't think you lot go and get the striker you need. You go sign a Kai Havertz type level player. That's what you'll do.
Well, Well, you still don't know that because
I'm
the
guessing
strikers
of previously, yes.
we're being linked with are not the strikers you're talking about.
Who
The
you been
strikers
linked
I'm
with?
seeing that we're being linked with is Oshimen, Gyökeres, and all these other names. Those are the strikers I'm seeing, and it better not leave that circle. It has to be that circle.
Right. You
I've
keep
not heard us
believing you
being
go.
linked to. The other
You
day
keep
we're
believing
linked
you're
to
gonna get
Alvarez.
Oshiman or Yokerez, man. I love that. I love that for you,
Yeah,
Tony, because we will be
if
here.
any of those two come in,
I love the
it will
fact I
be
got
good.
some magic beans to sell you, my friend, after the show, man. You know what I'm saying? I love the fact that you believe that Arsenal are gonna go get Yokerez or Oshiman at those prices.
No, but we're being linked to those players.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
sure.
saying. We've
Yeah,
been
and you
linked to
also
them.
got
And
linked
if
to
Eddie
Olmo,
Nketiah
and you
leaves
got
the
linked
football
to
club,
you got linked to
we
Olmo,
just
you
have
got
to
linked to
go for those
Moreno, you
ones.
got linked to Zubamendi. How did that work out?
Yeah, where did Olmo go?
Where did Olmo end up? Where did Zubamendi end up?
Well, it's okay, man. But
Yeah, man, it's okay. You know,
those are the
and we'll be here
strikers
for
I
you,
want.
Tony.
Those are the
Of
strikers I
course,
want.
I get that, man. Of
Yeah, those
course,
are the
but is it the
strikers I want.
strikers that Arsenal won? That is the question.
Those are the strikers I want. If they come
I
in,
know.
then we might just see a
Oh,
different
different.
Arsenal.
But you know what's crazy?
See,
Even if you then
TJ,
sign,
we're not far off. TJ, we're not
you
far
man are
off.
close.
We haven't been
We are
far
not.
off for
We're
2
not far
years.
off. I know, but we're not far off. Just get in, yeah. Just get in a poacher. Get in
You got one
a
man,
Marino.
Eddie
We have one,
And
Blackfire.
get
Eddie.
in
Eddie.
one more player,
Eddie
maybe a
Nketiah, man.
Leroy Sané. I'm hearing something about a certain German. If we go get maybe a Leroy Sané, a
Yeah, please
Victor
sign Leroy
Gyökeres or
Sané.
Osimhen, even an Ivan Toney. TJ,
We're not
Ivan
saying
Toney is
Ivan
out
Toney.
there for 40 million pounds. We need to go get this kind of players. Yeah, if we go get
Ivan
those
Toney
kind
is
of
not
players,
leaving.
yeah, over the
I
line and a Marino, we're complete. We're
I hate to play
complete. We
spoiler
will
alert for
literally win this
everybody.
league.
I hate to play spoiler alert for everybody, but Ivan Toney is not leaving Brentford.
Yes. And AJ's got a good question. Big
I
up
hear you.
AJ. It's a question for TJ and Tony. I was lucky enough to be there today. Ethan looks ready to me, so I would have given him half
Big
a
up,
season to
AJ.
prove himself. That if not, give him half a season to prove that if not, loan him out. Thoughts on that, gents? We'll go to you, TJ. Thoughts on Ethan, who's now joined Manchester United.
He is Ethan Winieri.
Oh, no, Ethan Winieri. I was thinking of Cheeto.
Winieri.
My bad.
Yeah,
Ethan,
no worries.
Ethan
Yeah, no. Ethan Winieri, he cooked in the US. And again, I know that like the preseason matches, not a lot of them take seriously, but the kids do. And Ethan Winieri went out there and absolutely cooked. He looked fantastic against Man United. Again, it's Man United, so you got to take that with a grain of salt. But he was absolutely cooking out there, and he was extremely impressive. So if this guy gets in, or is supplanted by Fabio Vieira in the midfield, then why is Arteta still here? We have a diamond in the making here. If we can actually grow him to be the midfielder that he looks like he can be. The kid looks incredible. Give him time. I want to see him play serious minutes in the cups and coming on in relief. He looks ready. So give him a shot. Give him a shot. That's my thought.
I hear you, TJ, and you're so correct in saying that. But Flawless, man, pull up this.
Answer the question first, and we'll get to it. What do you want me? What star? What do you want me to
pull
start?
up this comment, from Blitz. I totally agree with TJ. He said it all. From Blitz Extreme.
Okay. Where he says, bro, Arsenal ain't serious, lost the league, but signed scrubs like Moreno, Sané, and Calafiori if not needed. All right, Blitz first.
It's this type of statement, yeah, that makes me want to pull the remaining hair from my head. It gets me mad. What are you talking about?
You've been mad
Last
recently
season,
on the show, man.
last season. No, then let's pick that statement apart, Blitz, man. Shout out to you. It's your opinion. I like people's opinion. I don't care. You know, if it's your opinion, I really do respect it. But again, let's pull that apart. Do you want to sit down here and act as if we weren't lucky with the fitness of Saliba last season? Will we sit here and act as if we're not lucky with our defenders last season? What's wrong if we go get a backup? And not just any backup, an Italian backup. When was the last time you saw an Italian defender who is in the Italian national team playing? Yeah, a starter for the Italian national team, leave Italy and come down to England. What year? When was the last time? See, yeah, guys, yeah. that Calafiori signing, don't see, don't underestimate that Calafiori signing. At least we do have someone who will play left back if any of our options down there doesn't surface this season. We have someone who can do that. We have someone who can play as a centre back also. So let's just settle that Calafiori. If Saliba goes down, this guy slots in straight into our defense.
Tony,
That's what I'm
before I
talking
put you off
about.
there,
Leroy
TJ,
Sané.
I know you got a dip. Let them know where they can find you, what you got coming up, all that good stuff. Again, TJ Warren TV, the link's in the title, people. So click the link, opens up a new tab, and you can subscribe to his channel, Tony's channel there as well. But TJ, let them know what you got coming up over the next, obviously the season starts next week. So over the next week and a half or so.
Oh, show after show after show. Go and check the community page. So we got an incredible lineup coming. We got Flawless coming on tomorrow, and we got Staffy on with me and Connor. During our Let's Be Real show, we're going to be talking Man United. We're going to be talking more Arsenal. So subscribe to the channel, and then we're going to be having the one and only Tony. You love this guy, Deji Spurs on Friday.
He's coming to the channel this coming week.
I need the delusion in my life. I'm not gonna lie. But big up Flawless, big up Tony. We'll talk to you guys later. And
big up TJ, man. We'll soon be rounding off. Also, I'll be dipping also soon. But
yeah, of course. I know you got
shout out to TJ, man. You know, TJ is a big part of what we do down here. So big up TJ, and we love him down here. With that statement that brother said, that Calafiori signing highly needed. Flawless. If Saliba goes down injured right now, who do we slot in down there? Is it Kivio? Yeah, Kivio came in at times last season, but
who is your right-sided centre back? Who is it? Who is your back or right-sided centre back? I actually don't know. Who is it? Because Kivio's left-footed. Calafiori's left-footed.
Timber, he has played as a centre back.
Yeah, I could. It's Timber.
Yeah, Timber. But again, Timber. He hasn't gelled. He hasn't gelled to this team. That guy only played one game last season, and it went under. So it's a bigger problem. So we don't really. That guy has to acclimatize to this team. So if Saliba goes down, we're only left with Calafiori to come in, which makes him a good signing. So if we go get this Merino guy, I still do think that just take today's game for instance. Arsenal had a ball possession of 44, which means 44% of the ball possession, which means Bayer Leverkusen were with up to 56% of the ball possession. They were with the ball. They were moving in and about our midfield. They were having access to even have some certain shots on goal, at least 3 shots on goal or something like that. Yeah, they had a total shot of about 7, which means that the middle of our park is still leaky in a way. If we do bring in someone like Merino, who would come into that midfield, it could just shore things up, win more duels, both aerially and on the ground, and help us while going forward. In that case, you might not really need to actually be battling in your own half. You could actually just win this area duels, win this grand duels, with that midfield of Declan Rice and Merino, and then the only thing you're thinking about is bumping forward and creating chances. So how about that? So Merino, I don't think it's bad. Mr. Blitz, man, he's not bad. And again, you can say anything about Leroy Sané. Last season in the Champions League, you saw what he did to us, man.
Yeah, but he was woeful in the league. I think he was like 5 months without a goal.
Yeah, I know, but again, on a good day, if he plays well, man, you know what he brings to the table, man. He single-handedly destroyed us in the Champions League in the first leg. But I was talking about him.
Single-handedly destroyed you lot, but hey, we move. But switching lanes from Arsenal, obviously Manchester United people. I'll get to this before we close out. Manchester United have made another approach to sign Frankie de Jong from Barcelona. They are willing to deal for around 30 to 40 million pounds. That's from Michael Plant 82. Not sure. I've not seen any reliable sources say this, but I've seen a lot of sources say this as well. And to AJ, who asked me question, please, Flawless, say you actually land Frankie de Jong. What does that actually do for you? Frankie de Jong's a quality player. I've said this. From the
Yeah.
entire time we've been linked with, quality player, adds much needed quality to our midfield. I think he would fit perfectly with the players around him. I think he'd do well in the team. I think overall, I think he'd do well in the league as well. But it's like, let it go. I don't understand why we are still looking. I hope it's not true. I hope it's not true. He's the same way Zubimendi rejected Arsenal. De Jong made it perfectly crystal clear he did not want to come to Manchester United. Don't give him out on a lifeboat now. So I'm hoping it is indeed true, even though the price is fantastic. I think 30 to 40 million for a player of his caliber is quality, without doubt. And
Is
if
he
we
a
do
world-class player though?
no, I don't think he's world class, but I think he's top class. I think he's top
Okay,
class. I think he's that good. Like if you
fair
sign
enough.
him, he's one of the best central midfielders in the league, in my opinion, without doubt. I think he's that good. I think his passing range, press resistance, even though I think his physical attributes are much underrated as well. I think he has great agility, great balance, the way he can turn and pivot and beat a press. Like I said, I already mentioned him from a technical aspect as well, like his passing range, whether it's shorter passing or
Yeah.
longer passing. I think he's brilliant. I think he's at that price point. And if we do indeed go in for him, I go, yeah, I'd have my reservations because it's like, what has changed now from last summer? What's changed?
Yeah.
I think it's 2 summers in a row. Like, what has changed so dramatically that's made him go, oh, I now want to be at Manchester United? Like, what is it? That's how I look at it. So I hope it's not true because I believe there's other players out there, but we'll see with that. Yeah, Samuel, he'd have to bring his wages down. 100% he'd have to bring his wages down if he was to get here as well. Yeah, I've seen this. I heard that we're in for Edison. I've seen Zanderberg. I've seen De Jong. But because everyone knows we've pulled out of the Agate deal, we're going to get linked to a whole heap of central midfielders as well. We also got linked to the Colombian midfielder Rios. So Rios, I only
Yeah, I
watched him
saw
in
that
Copa
today.
America. Yeah, he looked good. De Jong, I've already spoken about. Zanderberg, I don't know a lot about, but that's another one. But De Jong would be, if we sign De Jong, that's a starter right there. Like,
But does he
him and
want to leave
Fofana look good.
Barcelona though? Does he want
That's
to
my
leave
thing.
Barcelona
He
though?
was saying he's willing to. I don't know. I don't know why all of a sudden what's changed. Why you want to leave Barcelona all of a sudden? And is he currently injured or is he back playing and fit now? Because obviously he got injured and missed the Euro.
I think he's back. He's back. He's
Is it?
back now.
And that's a
I
concern
think
for
he's
me
back.
as well.
He's back
And
in
that is
like
a
training.
concern for me. But yeah, them wages he'd have to slash. Yeah.
Yeah, those wages are a killer, man.
Okay, he's on big money at Barca.
He's on big money, yeah.
Yes, no, bro.
And I
Big
doubt Man United, with what Ineos is going through right now, I doubt if Ineos will actually even take a look at that price. It's an eyesore. I don't think they would want to, negotiate any kind of contract with this guy. He's on 740 per week, man.
Yeah,
That's huge.
they'd have to do something in regards to how long has he got left on his deal as well. Does anyone know in the chat how long he's got? But yeah,
I think
that's
2 years. I think he had 2 or
years.
so, yeah.
And that's where I look at it. But if we were to sign De Jong, I'm not going to be against it because he's a
But if
talented
it
player.
comes, does it really improve your team?
Yes.
Do you think he's that guy that will come in and put up numbers that would trump Bruno?
He wouldn't play where Bruno's
kind of
playing.
guy?
He wouldn't play where Bruno's playing. He plays from deeper areas. He wouldn't play. He'd be alongside a Casemiro. He's playing in a pivot. He's not a 10. So I'm not worried about his numbers. He's the one who's
seen him play as a 10. I've seen him play as a 10 also.
I'm sure he's capable of playing there, but we're not signing him for that. He's the one who's picking up the ball off the back four. That's what I would say. That's what he's doing, like in regards to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, De Jong, he's quality. Now, if we sign him and we get Fofana, whoo, I'm in dreamland. That's the perfect. That is actually that's
Fofana.
the perfect. That's the Yusuf Fofana and Frankie De Jong. I'm dreaming here, people. That's the perfect window in regards to that area. Those two together are perfect complements. And then you got Casemiro and Mano backing that up. That's what you want. That's strength in depth right there. That's a significant improvement in that area. Now, we still need much more, but that helps us both defensively and offensively tremendously. So that's what I would say with that.
Couple, but again, that's the problem. He says, Frankie takes. Shout out to Elidor's TV and shout out to Sam. I see your question, but there's something Couple said. Couple said something somewhere. Can you pull that up? He says Frankie takes any club up a level. Yeah, definitely. But again, does he do it in that Man United midfield? Because of course, Flawless has criticized Bruno this season. And most players down there, this past season,
It's not
but
on
again,
Bruno with his partner next to him.
Ca-
And I think, like a Casemiro suits a De Jong. Yeah. Casemiro does.
I just feel that the
Casemiro.
players around him are not at that level right now that will
I think he stands out regardless.
actually share the same course with him in improving the team.
I think he improves the team just because
Him
he's a
doing
quality
his
player.
thing, no doubt.
Yeah.
But does he have enough resources around him
I don't think
to
he needs to
actually
build enough
help out
resources.
to get to that level? That's another
What's the
thing.
level? What's the level? What level are we talking about?
Like within that kind of like
does he
that
does he
level,
help
like helping the
put it this way?
team, like
Put it this way. If you
getting the
put the
team
all right,
over the
actually
line,
said if you
winning
put De Jong
games.
in, okay, yeah. If you put De Jong in our team last season, we finished top 4. He helps us win 3 games. We were 8 points off top 4. So I think he helps us win 3 more games. So because he's that good. Now, again, if we're talking levels, that's why I asked. It depends on what you are talking about. Like Manchester United don't have the team for any player to come here and help us compete for a major honor. Can we do everything else? Yeah. Major, forget Premier League and Champions League with this lot. Forget about that. But in regards to finishing top 4, in regards to winning second and third tier trophies, yes, because we've done that. We won an FA Cup last season. We won a Carabao Cup the season before. As bad as we've been, we've won. I think, is it 6 trophies in 11 years or 5 trophies in 11 years since Fergie retired. I think it's something like that. As bad as the team's been and as bad as we've been run. So if you add quality, yeah, I've said it before. I said these players are not as bad as it's looking. But yeah, do I think De Jong at 30, 40 million makes all the sense, especially if you add a Fofana next to that. And then you add a winger and a striker next to that, fullback. Hey, just saying. That's it. But big up to Early Doors, man. To all the new people that run fan calling shows.
Early Doors, man.
Because I see the West Ham badge in your bio. I run a fan calling show. This is for everyone. Every Monday, 4:30 p.m. UK time. Call in. I want to hear from everybody. See everybody in the chat. No matter who you support. Can be United, can be Arsenal, can be West Ham. I want to hear from you. In particular, teams outside of the Big 6. I want to hear from everybody.
Does is a great guy.
Calling. Shout out to
quite great shows on his channel.
A big up to Abdi. Says Abdi Karim, who says big up Flawless. The panel in the chat. I don't know how Flawless is not on 400k subs at least. We getting there, man. We getting there, Abdi. Oh, you lot can help us get there.
Smash that sub, guys.
Like and subscribing and sharing. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe, man.
Yeah. And Fofana's only 25 million. Yeah, every time Fofana's only 25 million. How's no? I don't get it. Now, if you say in AJ, for example, it's let's say it's Fofana, let's say it's De Jong at 30 million, Fofana at 25. That's 55 million. And someone asked me as well, would I take Zandenberg? From what I've heard, yes. I like Zand. It was it Keck? No, who was it? It was Fatso who asked that. Yes, I would take Zandenberg, but in addition, but do I like what I've heard? Yeah, if he was like number 5, yes. If he's behind the
shout out E-Ross. Big ups E-Ross. Yeah. That's our guy. Smash the like.
Shout out to
Smash
E-Ross,
the likes. E-Ross. That's our guy.
So yeah,
Jesus Christ. He's a fellow believer. He's a fellow believer.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
This guy's a bad man. Well, big up everyone that's locked in. That's 75 likes. 5 more. Girls up to 80 likes. I think that's pretty much it. Get your final few questions in. Tony, let them know where they can find you, what you got coming up, all that good stuff.
See ya, guys. Yeah, of course, TJ was down here with us, and of course, I have to go. Work is starting tomorrow. I have to, go to work tomorrow. So, but of course, I owe this to you people, who are down here watching this with us. As a member of this channel, it just draws you, So, and of course, Flawless is our big brother down here too. So shout out to Flawless for always having us every other time. Me, you, TJ, dishing out lots of amazing content down here. We've been doing it for a while now. So the commitment is there, and the love for the channel is there. And of course, the people are showing us some love. They like what we're doing. So, keep supporting us down here and keep showing love to us down here. See you guys. Of course, you already know me. I run a channel called Tony Cloud Gunner TV, an Arsenal fan channel. I say as it is. People might not like me because I'm very, very opinionated, about certain things, and I don't toe the public line. I toe my line. It's my opinion. So, come down to my channel and come show me some love on Tony Cloud Gunner TV, and yeah, let's do it. Shout out to everyone who have been here. I'm very, very humbled when I see you people's comment down here and the love you show us down here. Shout out to the moderators, mostly AJ. AJ is a top moderator, and he helps everyone around here. Big ups to you, yeah. Everyone in the charts, Football Capo, Ellie Does TV, Samuel, everyone down. But the ones that threw shades, the ones that didn't throw any shades, Favor, big up to you. Says Tony kind of looks like one of my mates in Nigeria. Yeah, I'm also Nigerian too, Favor. Favor, how you doing? Hope you're okay. E. Ross down here, S. Madison, Blitz, big ups to you. Shout out to everyone. Just subscribe to my channel and show me some love, yeah. And big ups, man. And Flawless, man. Big ups to you, man. Thanks for having this show.
Of course, man. And I see Casually still live. Casually still live. Double check that for me, people. They went live at like 20 past 10. Yeah, no, Casually FC. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Marshall. Okay. We're going to redirect to someone. And also, people, don't forget, make sure you follow the playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV, where you get Premier League, NBA, Champions League, Europa League, and gaming content. So you get NBA, Premier League, Champions League watch-alongs, and Europa League as well, and the gaming content all over there on the Sarcasm City TV playback. So when the season starts back, yes, you will get Manchester United watch-alongs here on the YouTube and on the playback, but all the other games will be on the playback. So I'm doing multiple watch-alongs. I'm doing 12:30 p.m. kickoffs, 3 p.m. kickoffs, the late kickoffs on Saturday, early kickoffs on Sunday. Like, we turning it up a notch, people, from last season. I've already updated the live stream schedule already. Actually, yes, I do have it written down. So even the opening weekend, people. Obviously, you got Friday, which is the Manchester United Fulham game. But following that, in regards to that, I'll be doing the Ipswich Town pool game, which is the early kickoff. Arsenal Wolves at 3 p.m. And then on the Sunday, the Chelsea City game. And then even following that, I'll be doing the Brighton Manchester United game, Spurs Everton, and Villa Arsenal. And then even the following weekend, the 31st, Arsenal Brighton, Leicester Villa, and West Ham Manchester City as well, just to name a few. So make sure you keep a look out on the schedule here on the YouTube and on the playback. And on top of that,
definitely. Sorry, Flawless. Big ups to Kingsman, FSG out. You were down here with us, throwing those comments down here with us. Thank you very much. And of course, your brother Flawless, Warrior J93, he brings that spice, to the comments. Yeah, big ups, we love you down here too, man. Ellie Doors too, shout out to you. And of course, the Southern Gunner, who also gave us super chats down here. Big ups to you. Football Couple. Every other time, big ups to you, man. We love you down here, man. Big ups.
Yeah, and he is. You know what? He is actually still live. So big up to Marshall. We're going to redirect to him. And like I mentioned, this show, all the other shows on the channel are available on audio-only platforms, people. So Spotify, make sure you follow us and 5-star us, Sarcasm City TV on Spotify. Same way with iTunes, all you iPhone users, man. Same way with SoundCloud as well. And big up to Ends, man. You must be buzzing because he said just here to say hello with the eye emoji.
Big ups, End. Big ups.
Obviously, Zubermendi looks like he's on his way to Liverpool. So Friday will be the United Liverpool show, people. But big up, love to everyone that has locked in. And this has been the Manchester United Arsenal show. Man United podcast meets the Gunner Talk from the Arsenal podcast, live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube.
Peace.
Salute.